My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And I would have seen this movie in theaters if it was released in Canada, but for some reason, Guy Ritchie just hates us Canadians. He didn't release Operation Fortune here, he didn't release The Covenant here, and now he didn't release this movie here either. Like, what's the deal? It actually is annoying, but Guy Ritchie is a director I'm very mixed on because sometimes I really like his movies and other times I do not. I like Operation Fortune, I liked The Gentleman, but I hated The Covenant and I didn't like Wrath of Man. So I never know where I'm going to land, but thankfully I quite enjoyed this movie for the most part. Henry Cavill is fantastic in this movie. Guy Ritchie just knows how to use him. He's very funny, he's very charismatic, he has plenty of personality, and he just carries this movie so perfectly. But I was also impressed with Alan Richardson. He's just a big dude, like huge, but he's very charismatic and very funny as well, and I thought those two just elevated this movie in every way. Isaac Gonzalez, I also thought did a very good job. Carrie Ellis, he does a fine job. Alex Pfeiffer, I haven't seen him in a while. What was the last movie with him in it? But I'm trying to think. Anyways, he's good in this movie. Henry Golding, what else? I loved him in Crazy Rich Asians. A Simple Favor he was good in. He was great in The Gentleman. He was awful in Snake Eyes, but he hasn't been in much recently, but I enjoyed his presence here. Babs Osinamakim, who I'm not familiar with, I thought did a very good job. Hero Finn's Tiffin, perfectly fine performance, much better than his performance in the After movies. Rory Kinnear I thought was pretty decent, and Til Schweiger as one of the villains I thought was quite great. So the cast does a very good job, and I think this movie is very well directed by Guy Ritchie. There's plenty of style, and so much of that style does come from the music by Christopher Bimstead. The music here is fantastic. It's one of my favorite scores of the year so far. It just gives this movie a bit more pop, a bit more personality, and I dug it. The action is very entertaining. It's never exciting or thrilling or tense, but it is entertaining. But now, if we move into the negatives, it's the fact that the first half is a bit of a drag. It takes a while for things to get going, and even though I enjoyed the second half, I feel like this movie could have been trimmed down by like 20 minutes. I also thought at times it can feel messy. You've got the Henry Cavill storyline and the Isaac Gonzalez storyline, and sometimes it's not a well-balanced movie, and the ending I thought was ultimately unsatisfying. So, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's not great, it's not going to change your life, but there's enough personality and charisma from the actors, there's enough style in this movie, and it's entertaining enough. So I'll give the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare a 6 out of 10. Okay, what did you think of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.